Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, topic 1-4. Now, I don't know what date this will be. It should be tomorrow because I'm recording it after school on Monday, but I'm just going to write the word date. Please write what the actual date is that you're writing this, okay? So, our essential question. Essential question. Yes, I know I write fast, but you can pause and catch up. Beauty of video. Okay, so our essential question today is, how can you write decimals in different ways? That's alliteration. Decimals in different ways, okay? How can you write decimals in different ways? Okay? Pause if you need to catch up. Okay, so there's a few different ways that we're going to be doing this, okay? So, changing colors. Can you see that? I hope so. We can write decimals in ... Okay? The first way, that first star bullet that I'm going to use is standard form. Okay, now that should sound familiar because we did our vocabulary for the beginning of topic 1 and standard form was one of them. Okay, so we're just reviewing it right now. But I do need you to write it in your math notes just like mine. Okay, standard form. Now when you have standard form for 5th grade level stuff, we will have digits before the decimal and we will have digits after the decimal. So if I were to fill those in, I like to cross my 7s because you see how close it looks to a 2? Yeah, so I cross my 7 so it's obvious a 7 and not a 1, not a 2. Okay? So that number is 72 and 45/100ths. Okay? So now our next way we can write a decimal is word form. Okay? So word form, we spell it out with words. 72, see right there, 72, okay, 72, it's not very dark, 72 and, because you remember that decimal, you read it as an and, 45/100ths. Okay? Word form of that one right there is 72 and 45/100ths. I'm sure if your parents walk by when you watch this, think Mrs. Adams is nuts. But I need you to see the difference between hundreds and hundredths. Hundredths is that second space after your decimal point. Look at that chart I gave you on registration day, the day before school started, okay? All right, the next way that we can write decimals, the next form, is expanded form. Remember, if you haven't caught up to me yet, click pause. Okay, so expanded form. Once again, using this same number up here, okay? So we're going to use the 72 and 45/100ths, but we're stretching it out, okay? So we have, and I'm going to put it over under the word expanded because it does get pretty long, and I do tend to write gigantor. So we're going to take that first digit, okay? And we're going to do 70 times 1, okay? Then we're going to add the next digit, which is 2 times 1. Now we're going to add the next digit, which is that. This is where it gets a little different than earlier grades. Because earlier grades you've had expanded form, right? But it looks a little different when you do decimals. So we're going to take this actual digit, remember the vocabulary, the digit. I'm not talking about the value yet, just the digit. We're adding the digit. Now we're going to talk about the value. The 4, that's the name of the digit, see, is in the tenths place. So we're going to say 4 times 1/10, okay? And then close that parentheses. And then we're going to add to it our next digit. The digit is a 5. Now we address the value, okay? And the value is the position it's in. That 5 is in what place? It's in the 100ths position. So we multiply it by 1/100th. And that is expanded form. So pay attention. We've got the first digit. And then we add to it our next digit. Okay? And then we add to it, oh, I should have underlined that, the next digit. Okay, and then we add to that our next digit. Okay? Sorry, I don't like it being not the same across. Okay. So notice that each time you add, I put a box around it. Because you deal with the 70. You deal with the 2. Okay, it's a 1's position. This is tens. This is tenths. Okay, so you deal with the 70. Then you deal with the 2. Okay, then the 4/10ths. And then the 5/100ths. Okay, that is expanded form. So we're going to do a little practice. This is going to be on another video. We'll do practice on a second video. So this is all your notes here, but when you log in and look at that practice video, you'll see this still, okay? Because I'm going to add the practice underneath it.